Okay folks, welcome back to the Sunken scenario of Roadcraft, which is scenario number 4 that we've been doing. We've got 66% of the way of it done, and we are working towards that kind of final goal of trying to get the mining equipment out of the flooded mines. So at the minute we've got a few deliveries to make, and we've got to get the water out of the mines. That's a fairly big thing to achieve. So this is how we are at the minute. We've got 11 out of 22 infrastructure requests completed, 18 out of 23 objectives completed, and just 4 out of the 10 side quests done. So just to highlight, following a recent earthquake, the river has flooded a massive mine spanning most of the region, leading to the partial collapse that has affected the surrounding area. You've been tasked with recovering drilling equipment from the mine, as well as pumping the water out from the cave system to help with future recovery efforts. We have done loads of stuff. We have emptied these mines. I don't know why we've done that yet. I think we might need to go. There might be like a side quest to go down there. We've just, in the last episode, kind of got this area kind of linked in. We put a bridge over here, which has really sort of helped that. So there's lots to look at there. We can link between those two as well. So we can get all over the map now, which is really, really helpful. Lots and lots to do though. So let's dive in. I need to work out what we're going to do though. Okay, folks, here we are in our scouts. Why are we here? Oh, that is because we managed to get the truck, I think, into the railway station. No, it was up here somewhere at the lakeside base. And then the truck is no longer ours, so that's important. So we've got a bunch of things to do. Let's have a look through these objectives. 3 main quests, 2 side quests. So we've got the classic steel pipes to the production facilities. So where can we get steel pipes from? Oh, we can get steel pipes from down here. So it's a relatively straightforward run that is now. Other than this. Oh no, we put this down. So could we actually? I don't really know. We could potentially make that asphalt that. Could we do that? I've not tried that. Just sort of doing the road on our own, but it might be something to do. I was quite pleased with that last time. So let's try that. Let's try that. We're going to do the steel pipes. So we've got a whole slew of problems keeping us from entering the mines. It's not just the flooding. We can't even think about wrapping up this operation without fixing the plumbing first. So what we need is a route from closing the closest piping manufacturer, which is... Where are they? Is there another one? So, okay, with steel pipes over here... But then, how do we get across here? So I think whatever we do, it feels like... Okay, so this might be one of the things that is worthwhile doing. So, so the question is, do we try and use the massive truck to get all of our equipment up there, or do we just use the service tokens to get things up there? Because that feels like that might be an easier way of doing it. Because that would link that up, and then it would make things relatively easy to do. I think there's nothing I can see on this road which is a problem until we get to there. And once you get across there, you're straight there. So that feels like that would be the way to do it. Although we have got this in... I mean, is there anything here that would be a problem? I don't think there would be, right? From this steel pipe facility, it's just a longer journey. But I think what it wants us to do is to put the road in there. So I think that's what we'll do. And we need to store steel pipes 0 at a time. I think the route needs to be done anyway. So let's try that. Let's try that route. So we've got to get enough steel pipes in there first of all. So first things first, we need to get in the mule. Where is our mule? Okay, he's busy up there. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to take the mule back down to the steel pipes facility. We'll build some steel pipes, and then we'll see if we can get that route working. It might be that we need to build the road, but this feels the easiest way to do it. Now, I am very acutely aware that there was a huge, like, was it a road roller or some sort of bit of equipment which was available to scrap, but we didn't have the ability to move this. I was just wondering, I think we do have a much bigger crane elsewhere. Could we take it down here? Because we should be able to get that through. Feels like that might be a thing to do, folks. Let's see what we got here. There's a massive crane somewhere. These are not ours. That's the rusty dump truck. Right, so we've got this mobile crane over here. We want to recover the crane. It will be free to recover it. So let's get into it. I'm going to see if we can make this happen, because I reckon this is a much quicker way of doing this. We don't want to, not to the service vehicle. It's the tunnel exit base is what we want. Right, there we go. Right, here we go, folks. Got this beastie. This will allow us to move some much bigger stuff. Potentially those huge pipes as well. Just don't do... that annoys me a little bit, how much things like that affect momentum. But let's get down there. I'll see you when we're actually in there. Right, here we go. It's a tractor. I forgot exactly what it was. But we need to get 10 steel pipes. Let's put all those down. We can put this out like that, and we're gonna hook up to that tractor. We'll put that up. Put this up here. This should not be a problem. This is going to get us a bunch of steel pipes, you would expect. Whew. Here we go. Right, there we go. Boom forward. And then we'll just drop him there. Right, how many... Okay, we get 2 steel pipes for that. Right, good. I think this is the way we're going to do things. Because now we've got a... I don't want a barrel here. But what we do know that we have down here is some massive steel pipes, which I think is kind of what we want. What's it? What we're getting stuck on? Where are those massive steel pipes? Oh, there he is. Right, let me just get this all lined up and we'll sort that out, because I reckon these are going to be worth something. Right, let's see what this does. Can we tug this behind us? First of all, let's get it closer in. I think that's going to help us with the... Right, let's bring the boom... We want to bring the boom in. I want to bring the boom in, I think. Okay. That's good. And then, are we going to be able to get through that? I think we are. And then let's bring this down. like this. And then we'll just drop this behind us, and then let's see if this works. That way, it's just going to work like a wow, these are heavier than they look. Let's position ourselves over here. Right, and let's see if we can kind of use physics to get this over in a few sort of moves. I think what we're running a risk of here is sort of picking it up and right. We want to get it. Right over here, don't we? Is that going to knock us over? Right. Right, here we go. Just sensibleness. I can't see what's going on behind us. But all I want to do is just so wary of just losing. There we go. Okay, that works really well. So you can just about drive with it, and you kind of move it behind. So maybe we try that again with another thing, because we get 3 steel pipes for that. So I'll go and see if we can pick up another one. Right, I'm going to bring that. Actually, I feel like if we can get it a bit closer, that might be a help. Bring the boom arm in, because it feels like it's just too far behind us. There we go. Right, see if that works. Again, we're going to use exactly the same sort of approach. Right, that feels like that's gone sideways. Right, very quickly. Right, we're going to use physics to try and allow us to turn. We've done this before. Come on. Come on. Okay. Oh no, wrong way. Come on. Because this gave us... Ooh. This gave us so much. Sort of 5, was it? 5 steel pipes. There we go. And then just drop that off. 7 steel pipes. God, excellent. Is there anything over here that we can collect that might be a bit easier than what we're doing there? No, probably not. It's just we need to go in backwards anyway, I think. Right, so I'll go and find something else. We're on 7 pipes, so I just need a couple of those big steel pipes, which is the fact we're getting those out of the way makes life so much easier when if we are going to do a route from here, which is awesome. But it's not easy, folks. It's not easy. We might have to do the rest in like littler steel bits, potentially. I'm not sure. Let's go and find something else to tug. Right, here we go. Same sort of thing. We've got a steel thing on behind us. It's really opened up the route nicely as well if we can move this. Just try and avoid tipping the truck. Easier said than done. We know this first bit will be the most challenging. Right. Got through that. That's alright at the minute. Ooh. Oh no, we're on the wrong way, we've gone the wrong way. Just right the truck. Oh my lord. Oh, Jesus. That was as close as we could get, I think, from tipping it. As close as we could possibly get. But we managed to use physics to save ourselves. Right. This has gone better than I thought. I just don't want to just screw it up right at the end here. Not quite sure what's right, okay. We need that just to let's do something like that so we can get through here. Move that back a bit. Okay. Okay. And then I think we'll finish up maybe with just the last few little bits. Should be alright. Drop that. And that is going to be... Oh, it's 10! We've got our 10 steel pipes. Awesome. Well, let's... Oh, no. We'll connect that up. I think we'll just part this up in here. And I think we can make a route. I thought that was really well done. Okay. Well done. Well done, Crane. We have absolutely been brilliant there. Right. So we've got 10 of those in record time. Store resource. So when it says that, are we needing to transport all of those pipes along the route? Is that what it's saying? Let's see where the infrastructure route takes us from. Okay. So we come in from here. Well, I think we have to come this route. Absolutely. That's all fine. We've done this before. This other route is not active at the minute, so this shouldn't be a problem. And so we've just followed this pretty much exactly because we know it works. Right. This is where we deviate off. Right, so then we want to go up here. I think we're okay, you know, folks. I think this... Okay, this bit isn't great. There's a tiny bit of difficulty there, but here... It's so straight that I can't see this being a problem. I don't like that you can't put a route actually on the bridge, like, because that makes it a little bit harder than it needs to be, right? There might be some boulders and stuff here that make it a little bit tricky on the roads, but it seems like that there has been a patch in the game, and one of the things they have done here is there is a new DLC that's come out. So there's a couple of DLCs which have additional map content. You know what? Where am I going with this? I thought it was going up here. I'm not sure. Let's see if that's where we're going. I might have screwed this up. If I have, then you might not see this, because it might be that we need to go somewhere else and we need to build that road. I'll be a bit frustrated if that's the case, because I feel we've more than... No, that's not where we want to go. Where is... Oh, it's here. Jesus Christ. Okay, that is different. We've got to somehow come down this track here. So let's come back down here. I don't know how easy this is going to be, if I'm being honest. This route, it might be alright in one direction, but it looks like this could be a little bit on the problematic side. We're going to try that for now. What I am going to do is I'm just going to take this thing up here. So that's going to go out, and I'm going to try and bring this thing down. I'm just going to have a look at what we can do. Maybe just improving things on that route. I might have the option to sort of push things out of the way, that kind of stuff. Not quite certain yet. Although actually, as I'm here, let's go to 2. This looks pretty good now. I think it's still a little bit on the lumpy side of... Oh Christ! No! Don't get stuck. I hate the handling of this thing. Right, see in a sec. We'll be over in the other bit before we know it. Okay, the vehicle has failed. The route has failed. We'll have a look at the route in a second. I don't think we'd made it all the way there, so I suspect that was on the bridge. Which is always a problem. Again, this is an area I would like them to improve in the game, because actually plotting routes across bridges, for whatever reason, is really tough. Okay. So this bit, I think, is the route that we were looking for them to take. We want sound flattering. I didn't realise there was multiple modes there, but... Right, this is going to be really hard getting them up here, up this gravel path. But I think getting rid of all of this stuff on it will help. Oh, it's all uphill as well. Oh, we're never going to get them up here. And it also looked like when we, at the other end, was like a railway truck in the way, so we might need to push that out of the way, perhaps. Yeah, I think this is going to be horrible. But we're just pushing all this stuff just out of the way for now, because this is going to help us in the long run, because they have the only way to get them down here, I think, unless we go across the bridge, is to come down here. I guess we could look at whether there are other routes. There we go, push that out of the way. Oh, that's a big old boulder. There we go. Down here. Oh. Yeah, this thing is going to be I can see a problem. So I think we are going to have to pull this thing out of the way, or just push it out of the way, maybe. Or folks, is there an option here to drag it with our mule? Can we do this? Oh, we can. Okay, that improves that situation. That's as far as we can go there. It feels like we might be able to come across here. But I'm not going to get behind there with this, I don't think. So if I can get my mule down here, that might be able to open this up across here. Not with those trucks though, surely not. I don't see. I think that may be a route, but let's go and have a look where it failed. Where did we fail? We failed here. Oh my lord. What was wrong with this bit? Right. Let's, I guess. Oh, did we? Okay, so we were dragging a bit of concrete by the look of it with us. Let's do that. I think that should be fine. Let's. Right, so we come over here. There is a bit of concrete there, but hopefully that's not going to be too much of an issue. Oh no, it's a barrel. Bloody barrels are horrible. Okay, so then we make the turn, and that should all be fine because we've basically cleared this bit out now. So that's all good. But I'm not expecting them. I'm expecting them to struggle elsewhere. There's 3 of them coming through. Oh, what's going on here? Okay, so are you going to be able to get across? Looks like that's a no. But all this is fine. Ah, oh, nuts. So what is that? Yeah. So maybe we go a little bit wider. I'm not quite sure what it's catching on here, because it looks like they could get through there. Okay, yeah, whatever it is, you're able to get through. Nice. Okay. We'll just run this on a little bit, see if it's able to get all the way there. I suspect the problem might be over here. I do need to work on this bit because I think I've gone through a... Yeah, it doesn't need to go over there. But if we get this far, that's fine. We can fix it. Right, see you in a sec. Well, I'm going to say I'm fairly shocked at the minute how well this has gone. As you can see, we are all the way up here. All the trucks have got over the bridge. We've made the turn here. I'm glad we've actually managed to... So the only issue we might have is that I've decided to go over the railway track, and... this guy's massively in the way. But other than that, there is a route down there. Right. Okay. Let's do that. That all worked well. We're going to delete that point. We're going to come delete that point, and we're going to do that. Right. So that's it. That sorts all that out. Let's see whether we can manage this. So what was the problem here? I'm not entirely sure. Come on. You can do it. And then it's all downhill from there. There's absolutely no reason, unless this guy's like uber heavy, that this should fail. I am shocked. I am genuinely shocked. I thought this was going to take flipping ages to do. We're only 44 minutes. It doesn't feel like, it feels like we've been problem solving really nicely all the way through this. So I feel pretty pleased with what we've done here. So in we go with that one. Looks like all three will get in. Looks like this objective is soon to be behind us. I forget what this is going to give us. Oh, it's the plumbing, isn't it? So this is going to improve all of this stuff. Have I not achieved that? The infrastructure route. Store resources. What is it asking us to do there? So what is needed is a route from the closest piping mat all the way to the production and whole mountain of steel pipes. So where do we have to store resources? So does this mean we are going to have to bring our resources here? I assume that's what that was doing, but there we go. Let's go and have a play with this. Because if it means we've got to get those bloody things out, I'm not going to be happy, because this takes ages to collect things. But we'll go down, try and work this out. Thought we were done, but not quite. It's good though, it's good. Oh bloody hell. No. Right. Because it feels like we're moving lots of steel pipes, but is that not giving us a, like, is that not taking it where we need them to be? Because otherwise we're just taking them from this facility and moving it somewhere else, which doesn't really make much sense to me. But yeah, there we go. Let's try and get some of these steel pipes out. You know how hard this is, folks. So I'm just going to sit myself here. And we'll put that down, and then we will spam Z until we get some steel pipes coming out. So I'll see you in a bit. Right, I'm just going to see if this is what it's actually asking us to do. I'll take these two that I managed to get out. Just up the way to the stores. And we'll see whether that's what's required. Right, there we go. We'll see whether this works. Can we... Is this going to give us the 10 steel pipes if we take it up the way we've just been? I'm not sure. So if I guess store resources does mean exactly this. Because we haven't done that. So let's just unclip and see what happens. There you go. Okay, yeah, that's exactly what it wants me to do. So we'll get on with that. And yeah, it's a little bit more than I thought was necessary, but there we go. This game does do that quite a lot. I think it certainly makes you work for every single objective, and more so the further we go on, it feels. I feel like this could do with flattening down as well, putting a bit of sand down just to help everything go through it, but I think most things can do that effectively. Right, so let's get working on this. I'll see you in a second once we've hopefully got some more steel pipes out. Okay, looks like we have managed to get all the steel pipes out. So that's good. Finally it works. So 8 to take. I think we'll do it in 3s. I don't think we can do it any more than that. So I'll get these in and we'll start the drive up. Well, a bit of creative stacking. It's maybe a little bit on the lopsided side, but I'm hoping we'll be able to get this through. We'll store the crane up and we'll head back. And hopefully we can get these in, and then we'll be that bit closer, I think, to having this thing done. Which is good. I feel we've worked hard to get this. We've had to think hard as well, which is always something this game does make you do. Yeah, I think it would have been good, yeah, maybe to use the bulldozer to flatten those if we are able to do that. Right, see you at the top, drop these off, come back, collect some more, and then we will be done with this particular achievement. I think we'll probably do another one, not sure which one. Side quest maybe, I'm not sure. We'll have a look. Right, here we are. Let's unsheathe this. 6. Oh. So, okay. So there's still 4 required. So there must be 1 left in there. But we can store these all together, so that's fine. So we'll see you in a sec once and I'll get that other one out and we'll be good to go. Yeah, we've got 1 more left in the steel pipe facility, so we'll just... I've just taken that little... If you remember, there was one little barrel that was just kind of getting in the way. I've just taken that off the route and just chucked it into the steel pipe facility. You don't necessarily need it. What I'm going to do, I think, is I'm just going to put the... Just do 1 more trip because I think it's just going to be difficult otherwise. Let's see if we can take this thing out, because that would be nice if we were just then could just come back. Hey, there he is. I mean, technically we could just like have it on the crane, just lug it behind us, but we won't do that. We'll take this back, and I'll see you when we get to the top. As always, I think there's a lot about this game that to absolutely love. It's a really, really enjoyable kind of like game where you really feel like you're making excellent progress. It's slow often a lot of the time, and you have to work hard to get that progress, but you often feel, you know, like you've achieved quite a lot as you're sort of working through this. So yeah, last few of these. It's been a tough one. That's a lot of pipes that we've had to generate, but I thought we managed to do that in quite a creative way using the massive crane. That really did feel like the right sort of move. So we'll drop this off here. Off they go. 9 out of 10. Almost this one done. Not sure what the hours spent in, you know, the average hours spent for this, getting this scenario done is. or these, yeah, this particular scenario, or the game in total, because it feels like it's a game that really like means that you need to kind of take the hours, you know, to actually complete it. And it looks like that route has worked beautifully well. Oh, you twat. Yeah. Unbelievable. No warning, and he just does that. Right. Let's get this in. Just move this back. Maybe put a little bit out there. Maybe just a little bit up, and then we'll get these things out. Regularly forget to do that. It's not clever. Not clever at all, folks. Oh, that'll do. That will do. We've only got one to do. We'll do all of that. I think we're all good, folks. Ooh. Yeah, again, working hard. Right, see you when we get up there, and we'll see what joys are in store for us when we have completed this particular achievement. We know there's a whole bunch of other things that we need to do. We might look to get the pump up to the salt mines. That feels like maybe a good next thing to do. But I'll see you up there. There we go. Completed the task. Right, where is the garage? Just kind of wondering. Can we do that here? I think this is our garage. Are we able to make this prettier? Because we do so much with it. So we've got the mule with and without this. I just wonder, how do we... and if you can tell me this, so we can sell it for quite a lot of money. Oh, shop. So how can we upgrade our mule? Oh, we can customize it. Let's try that. Ooh. It's got to have a bit of yellow on it, hasn't it? Look at that. That looks pretty neat, doesn't it? I like that. I think that's done it to everything. But I don't know if we can, like, do anything else. Oh, that looks so good. That looks so good. Right, let's get into the map. Let's have a look what's next up. So, okay, so now we need to transfer resources. So objective complete there. Nice. We weren't quite done there. So steel beams to the unfinished passage to strengthen the wall. That feels very similar to what we've just done. This is about bringing a item to the salt mine entrance. I think it's a pump to the salt mine entrance. But if I don't know where the pump is, that's really unhelpful. I guess it should be showing me. Oh, here we go. Is it utterly massive? Oh, dear me. Let's go. Let's go, folks. Actually, we don't want to be in this. We might need to be in this, but we don't want to be in this just yet. We're going to go into our mule, our new sexy mule. I'm trying to remember quite how we did the pump last time. There was the generator, which was flipping massive, which took us the big crane and the mule, and we sort of tag team the two. But then the pump, well, oh look, damn it! I was looking all sexy there, and then I go and do that. Yeah, this looks good. This looks super good. Right. I mean, we do have a route. Has this got worse? Or did we just go through a route that we've never been through before? Right. Let's get the diff lock on and all that stuff. I think we... No, I think we just didn't have the diff lock on. I think that was all it was. Right. Up we go. Okay, I'll see when we get to wherever we're going to collect this pump. I think next episode we will do that side quest. I think that sounds a fun one. We haven't done those, some of those things in a little while. Right. Brace yourselves, folks. This could be massive. And if it is, we need to figure out what the heck we do about it. Oh no, it's not too bad. Still got the Montevideo safe here. Let's we'll just line up. There we go. Put those down. I do like the new colour scheme we've got here, folks. Right, in we go. There we go. Drop that down. Nicely done. I don't really see this being a major issue, if I'm honest. Probably shouldn't say that. We'll go back the way we came, I think. Of course it's going to be a bit on the heavy side, but all we've got to do is get it into the centre of that. And it might be that we need to deliver it with the big crane. We get it there with this, we deliver it with the big crane if we can't get all the way there. But at the moment I'm not seeing the difficulty compared to what we've just done. It feels like easy mode, and I know I should never ever say that with this game. Right, so we'll get over the way. I don't think we'll have too many issues with getting over the bridge, but it's the actual getting it where it needs to be which might be the more tricky thing to do. So I'll see you when we're kind of a bit closer in. Right, here's the bridge, looking epic both sides. It's been pretty nice weather for much of this this period. I'm glad there is no night time in this game. I think that would be unnecessary. Right, so let's just consider what we're doing here. We need to get over there, so just drop it over there. Oh, and we need to do electricity to what? What do we... Well, let's... Maybe we need the generator in place before we can start thinking about electricity, but we're going to keep out of this stuff here because that is boggy and nasty. And I think we just go over on the... Try and get maybe through here. Not really sure of a better way over, but I think we've got to go down a nasty little gradient over here. Probably represents the most tricky thing we've done to date on this drive.
Mines. All these years and I still hate even looking at them. Sorry to vent, but this job sometimes just gets to me. Maybe I'll tell you more someday. People who say time heals all wounds haven't had any real wounds.
What? Sometimes. Ooh. Right, I think ideally I need to get up here. Right. There we go. Ooh. Right. Is this going to be enough? Feels it's quite hard to find. But I think the fact we're sort of craning on this side means that we should be... okay, right? I'm not sure we've got enough. Yeah, I don't think that. I really don't think that is going to be good enough. Right, here we go. That's where we go. We just dump it off the back of us. Right. That's, yeah, not the easiest to get here, but hopefully there we go, and leave it go, and we are good. Right, now we need to try and get a way out of it. We need to do the electricity. Was the just do not end up in the water. Right. While we're waiting, let's see. So, okay, we need electricity to this power grid. So how do we achieve that? We will have to take it up here, won't we? And then, I guess, just maybe kind of through here. Just along the road, maybe. Not sure if that road's going to allow us to do that, but let's. Where is our cable? Right, so it's a distance away, although it's not that much of a distance away. We need to get it. We need to get it there, basically. So, come on, through here. I don't think there's anywhere we could go, like, put it more quickly, unless we. I mean, it's not the slowest thing, really, when you consider it. Look at all this nice pipe work here that we've got. So let's just consider how we do this. Down here, okay, down here, that way, and then we'll grab the power there. So I'll see you in a bit. Right, we're going to try and get this done from here. Start off laying cable here. I don't know whether we can kind of go alongside this road or even on this road. Looks like we're okay. It doesn't break on the road, which is good. So if we can cross the road, accepts that as well. So we should just be able to follow our nose back, and we'll be all right in getting this power station things working. Looks like there might be a bit of rockiness there, but we're giving a little bit of space so the road itself stays reasonably well defined. Because I know this is not. Oh, don't slip. I mean, it's not ideal, is it? It's not ideal. I think we almost just have to go through on the road. It's not what I want to do, but I think otherwise there are rocks and stuff around, and there's no real room to kind of go around it. So you almost like want to put this down and then build underneath it, build on top of it with something, with a road on top of it. But we can see the end point, folks. Oh, come on. Oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. It's not. It doesn't feel like we've like done lots in the way of achievements and stuff. But that said, I do feel we've done some big stuff here. This feels like quite an important. I'm stuck. Oh well. There we go. This, hopefully, we will get to see the mine drain here. We'll park that. And we'll enter the truck here. And we'll try and get this off here whilst the mine is draining. Is there anything else we need to do here? Let's confirm that. So we are trying to get the water out. Oh, can we actually see that happen? Because otherwise I think we might end up on like the top of something here, which wouldn't be ideal. I think you can start to see it. Look. Look. It's drying out. It is drying out, folks. You can see over there. We all of a sudden are able to get to the mine entrance. Which is huge. What? So yeah, there's a supply. Oh look, it's almost completely. We've almost completely pumped everything out. It's just this bit here, which is a bit odd. Let's just go to the mine entrance and have a little look. Can we actually get in there? This is going to be horrible. We'll go around this big thing here. It looks like we might need to do something in the mine entrance there, because it still looks pretty. Like, it looks like there's been a cave in there. Okay, well, that is a massive achievement, folks. A massive, massive achievement. So I think next time out we will be probably doing some steel walls. We need to get those over here. The steel passages. We need to get that over here. So we need just to build a lot of steel, very similar to what we've done today. I don't know if there is an option to maybe. I think there's a steel pipe. Oh, steel pipes is up there. I think the only steel beams facility is this one down here. So we're gonna have to work on that, folks. Getting a lot more steel into the steel beams facility. There are some bits over here that we could collect, but the question is, I mean, we can go behind here as well, go over here, there's lots of stuff there, but is it going to be enough to get all of that? I feel like we're going to have to work hard to do that. So can we use, you know, the strategy we did just, although there's stuff in here as well. Maybe there's a route. Maybe there's a route through some of this. I'm not really sure. And that stuff down there. Yeah. We will have a look properly when we get to it. Anyway, folks, what do you think of my new truck? If you did enjoy that, please hit that like button. Let me know also if you would like us to carry on doing some of the other DLCs after we finish up here. Because that will be fun. But really feel we kind of get into the end of this map now. We feel like we're almost ready to go into the mines, which would be awesome, and get that incredibly expensive equipment out of them. Yeah, if you did enjoy that, please hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.